matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Clemson's offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches.
There he goes! At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Clemson! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Pitt Panthers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Bohannon. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Westbrook. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Swings it out to the flat. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Bohanna. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks, it's Wicks. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt!
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Running back searching for a hole. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish.
Turning it on! He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Under fire. He's got it inside the 30. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From the gun, running back on the move. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Looking downfield, it's Schaefer. Quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. Past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. Catching stride inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Tigers. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To throw, it's Schaefer. Throwing right. With the catch, it's Ali. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Behind the chains now on second and long. End off from the shotgun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Let's chat for just a moment about Pittsburgh. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. They'll try to run for it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's second and long. They'll run play action. He'll get rid of it. And his throw is incomplete.
I know one thing, the play didn't result in a good outcome, but I'm very impressed with the offensive line. Unbelievable job. Gave the quarterback plenty of time. Now let's see if they can adjust with the receivers running routes and maybe get somebody open.
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Rice. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Let's go! To the air, it's Westbrook. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure. Breaks away in the middle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Bohannon. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. To the air on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. It's Schaefer. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Slams ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Touchdown, Panthers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. It's complete on the right side. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Pitt pushing the pace. Looking to throw, it's Schaefer. Throws for the tight end. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he wants it all. Wraps it inside the 10. Slippery slide. Finds his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the returner will be dragged down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But this...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner is stopped. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to throw, it's Westbrook. Finds his man, it's Brown. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Moving away from pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To the air on second down. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Schaefer. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run past.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive.
Looking for a deep man. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Schaefer. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They give it to him again. Makes a man miss. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Rice. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that lead.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Grabs it in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
The short hands, it's Wicks. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Pitt will line up to punt it away. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. And here comes the punt team. He's got it near midfield. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
You want to make play calling?
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. The throw. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Great place to start for this offense. Going to the ground. Breaks into the open. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Liberty went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab some serious attention. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Flames ever do that? All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking for a man. It's Schaefer. The sure hands. It's Bohannon. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ali. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The give on the option. Fights off a defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Hands it off. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Pitt now operating in the red zone. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Takes the easy completion. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running behind that left side. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and take it at the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Back to throw, it's Schaefer. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He wants a big play here late. Ball is dropped, incomplete, and that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the